has been criticism of Peter Obi for not attending the burial ceremony. I don't know. The North, honestly, the North is, I consider them really, really, no, Nigerians, politicians generally are hypocrites, but Northerners, their hypocrisy, they just behave, Northern politicians behave like the Democrats in the Democratic Party in the US. When it is in their favor, if it is negative, they praise negativity, and sometimes they don't even talk about it. But if it is positive, if it's going in their, if it's going against them, sorry, when if the situation, the tide is against them, they always want to play, they always want to eat their cake and have it. They move with the trend, they move with the flow, they evolve. That is just it. So when it is hot, they become hot. When it is cold, they become cold. So they just move with the tide. So if the situation is negative against them, they'll paint it white. And sometimes they'll be quiet about it. They don't even talk about it. If it's in their favor, they will blow their trumpet and whatever. That's just exactly what the Northerners are doing. In the case of Peter Obi, I remember he tours the North and visits so many sites in the North, so many places in the North, just to prove to them that he's a pan-Nigerian. He's detribalized. He's a true, he deserves to be the president or whatever. So, but at the same time, no, the Northerners always attack him with a whole lot of vituperations, calling him a pretender, that he's just doing that that is not who he is, or they called him names for doing that. Now, he didn't attend Buhari's funeral, but he attended thereafter to pay condolence to his family. What is your take on that? Why should they attach importance that Peter Obi didn't attend Buhari's funeral? Why is that? I don't know why is that an issue. Why are they criticizing him? And if they are, your own opinion, do you think that Peter Obi could have attended the funeral in person? Barrister, are you there?
Yes,
all right, Barrister. What's your take on this? You heard everything I said. Peter Obi not attending the funeral ceremony of the late President Buhari, but eventually he attended. I think he met with the family the next day to pay condolence. What's your opinion on that?
Yes, in these days of politics, everybody tries to look at things from the political angle, and today, the major and main threat in the political arena today is Peter Obi. So all his actions or inactions are carefully scrutinized with the microscope. So it is not strange to hear some people making those comments that he did not attend the burial, but they did not even bother to look at what happened. It's not only him. Once the president has landed in the airport in Katsina, the airspace is closed because of presidential movement. Even the Senate president with his delegation was turned back. There was no place for landing because the airport in Katsina, in the first instance, is not such a big airport. And so many planes had already come that there was no parking space. The Senate president stayed in the air for close to 1 hour.
Wow.
He had to turn back and return back to Abuja. So it was in that context that even people like Peter Obi could not go to attend the burial at the time of the burial. But people are just ready to say anything that they want to say, give a dog a bad name so you can hang it. But of course, he went a day or two after that. He met the family, condoled with them, met the associates of the former president, condoled with them. That one, they are not talking about that one. They are only talking about the day of the burial itself. Look, if you see what happened at that day, the number of people that came, the whole place was just too jam-packed, too overcrowded. So it is even more decent for him to have gone a day or two after to condole with the family. Because in the first place, he was not even going there to bury the former president. The highest he can do is to condole with the family. And he did that. If he had gone on that day, believe me, he may not even have had the opportunity to meet with the family one-on-one because of the schedule of activities that was going on and the priority of the president visiting head of state and other people that had priority. So I don't see anything wrong that Peter Obi did, but like I said, you give a dog a bad name to hang it.
I
He did
think
nothing wrong.
I think this is just a sign that Peter Obi is, of course, we all know he's still viable, he's still a threat. But I underplayed the threat until now because usually this is another pointer, this is another sign. The moment you begin to see a sign like this, it means that there is a light at the end of the tunnel for the specific candidate being targeted here. If the North are still so engrossed in criticizing or attacking Peter Obi, it obviously means that they see the viability and the potency, the political potency of Peter Obi. As a result of that, they just want to keep attacking him to make sure he does not get what Nigerians want. Is that what you think also?
That is exactly what it is, not what I think. That is what it is. Today, Peter Obi remains a major threat to the sitting government and the current political arrangement. All the other people out there, Atiku Abubakar, is more or less a spent force. Amechi is not there. And the only way you can successfully help bring down Obi is to prevent him from gaining a significant foothold in the north. So you have to, anything that pertains to the north, you have to come out and really attack him on that, to portray him in the bad light to the northerners. So that's what they are doing, because they believe the moment Peter Obi gains a significant foothold in the north, it's all over for them. It's all over for the current government. It's all over for the northern establishment. So they are all out to make sure that that does not happen. And at every opportunity, they are going all out to portray him in bad light. Even when he is doing good in the north, they try to paint it in a negative light, because he remains the sole and only threat, credible threat to the current regime and to the northern establishment.